Karolina Protsenko is a violin child prodigy with over 1.7 billion combined views on YouTube across her 3 channels and her family's channel. Her life started in Kiev, the capital of at the time peaceful country of Ukraine, where she was born to a piano player mother and a guitar playing father on the 3rd of October 2008. She lived peacefully for the next 6 years, but as geopolitical tensions rose in her region, including the 2014 Russian annexation of Crimea, in 2015, the family decided against staying and moved to Simi Valley, California, USA. Although the capital is generally the safest part of any country, her parents' assessment apparently disregarded that fact, which was later proved to have been a prudent choice, given the threat from Russia, as then-President Viktor Yanukovych refused to ratify the people's decision for Ukraine to begin its integration process into the European Union and North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Those among the dissatisfied populace received funding for an armed revolution known as the Maidan Uprising. Consequently, most Ukrainian cities became unsafe, especially for a 6-year-old girl. Protests were happening everywhere, with radical World War II slogans being shouted left and right. Of course, this wasn't the whole population. The eastern part of the country supported the president's decision and openly opposed the revolutionary movement. Civilian-on-civilian casualties became commonplace as the Maidan grew into a behemoth of violence, with even local authorities splitting according to their political preferences. As Yanukovych was ousted by the parliament, pro-Western Petro Poroshenko took his place. His newly appointed Prime Minister, Oleksandr Turchinov, showed little interest in negotiating with Ukrainians who stood against the new government, sending the military into the eastern regions to subjugate them by any means necessary. This decision created a veritable armed conflict, encouraging the separatists of the East to take up arms and organize some semblance of a military structure. In spite of mutually agreed upon treaties, their war continued for 8 years, and escalated with Russia's direct involvement on the 24th of February 2022. As of late October of the same year, residents of Kiev live with electricity and heating restrictions, while the situation is expected to become much worse over winter. Without a doubt, moving to the US was the most crucial step in Karolina's rise to prominence. Protsenko already had a profound understanding of music when she arrived in the US, which her parents were aware of and thus wasted no time thrusting her into the study of their art. Karolina was specifically sent to violin lessons in 2015, and only 2 years later, at the age of 9, she began performing her unique renditions on Santa Monica's 3rd Street Promenade, at the same spot that she uses 5 years later to record her videos. What really makes her stand out is that she doesn't cover songs the way instrument players normally do. Instead of playing the melody of the song and replacing all of the music with just the instrument, she plays the full track on a loudspeaker and uses the violin to replace the voice of the singer. This method has obviously enjoyed enormous success, for 2 distinct reasons. The evident benefit is that the audience gets to hear someone's entire vocal performance turned into an instrument sound, untouched by all other parts of the song, as that's coming from the loudspeaker, thus it's a pure vocal instrumental. The second perk is that singing a very popular song karaoke style with one's fingers is a delicate mastery of its own caliber, and Karolina has thus captivated the hearts of numerous passerby. Additionally, the prodigy adds another element to her performance: dancing. The initial idea that Karolina and her parents had was that she would just play in the street as a busker and share her passion with strangers, with a humble donation box for anyone to add a dime. Like any street musician, she wasn't expecting to become rich. However, as is evident 5 years later, the people absolutely loved it, so much so that she is a bona fide internet sensation. Videos of her busking and dancing are a real treat for sponsors because YouTube turned her into a superstar. The channel that started it all is Karolina Protsenko, created on the 8th of December 2016, now with nearly 900,000 subscribers and over 93 million views. This is initially the channel on which the girl's parents would upload her performances, but as her popularity grew exponentially, they needed a place to condense only street violin content, while the primary channel would be kept for actual music videos. That second channel is Karolina Protsenko Violin and is far more successful with more than 7.6 million subscribers and close to 1.5 billion views. Her all-time most popular videos can be found on this channel, including the Dance Monkey, Tones and I, Street Performance Violin Cover video with nearly 60 million views. That brings us to her third channel, simply named Karolina Protsenko Vlog. As the name suggests, that's onto which her family uploads cutouts from her everyday life, ranging from ballet lessons, orchestra participation, taking her dog to the beach, and trying on various school outfits. It has just over 370,000 subscribers, but still more than 55 million views. Lastly, her mother and father have their own channel too, the Protsenko family. Created on the 13th of June 2021 with 100,000 subscribers and over 20 million views. The channel features all members of the family, including Karolina and her 2 younger siblings, as well as the parents' day-to-day trials and tribulations with 3 young children. The married couple also use it to share very important details about themselves, such as moving to a new house or meeting a bear in the wilderness. In addition, Karolina has Facebook and Instagram accounts with over 10 million and nearly 1 million followers, respectively. It turns out that Karolina became so popular that Ellen DeGeneres simply couldn't resist inviting her onto her show. With that, of course, comes a proper introduction. Our next guest is a 10-year-old violinist who spends every weekend performing on the streets of Santa Monica. Her videos have been viewed over 250 million times online, performing Sunflower by Post Malone. Please welcome Karolina. She showed up in a pink dress with flowers and her signature instrument, playing the same song that Ellen showed a video of, along with the whole dance routine and energetic twirls. After she finished the performance and they got to talking, the child star explained that she started playing the violin at 6 years of age, without even initially understanding the instrument. She said, "I just wanted to play an instrument, and my parents asked me what do I want to play, a violin or a flute, and I just picked violin without knowing what it was." Ellen then said, "And you must practice a lot. How often do you practice?" Karolina responded with, "Every day, 2 to 3 hours." "Wow," Ellen said, "that's why you're that good. And then you dance around. It's so entertaining. And then you're on the streets of the promenade, right? In Santa Monica? Do you love that?" The child smiled and said yes, after which Ellen inquired about the money she makes, asking whether the people are generous. Karolina gave an affirmative answer once again. Ellen asked, "What are you going to save up for? What do you want to do with your money?" Protsenko responded that she's been keeping the cash for college, but that she also wants a puppy. However, her mother told her that they can't have one just yet, due to their house not being big enough and having no large backyard. Ellen agreed, saying yes and time for a puppy, because puppies take a lot of it. Also, there's a lot of dogs that look like puppies that are a little older and they don't act like puppies, because puppies are a lot. They chew on furniture and they pee in your house, just to let you know. The host then revealed a very generous surprise for the aspiring artist, saying, "Alright, well I got you something for the next time you perform. Bring it out." An assistant emerged from backstage and brought her a blue tip bucket showing a sign with her picture and the text, "Thank you for your support, as seen on Ellen." The next and even greater gift was a beautiful blue violin featuring Ellen's face with heart eyes, which Karolina was especially excited about. Karolina's family is excited to help wherever they can, and they're known benefactors of good causes, especially the star herself. In 2018, she performed for free at the California Club in Los Angeles, where the annual gala of the Operation Walk organization was being held. The event was hosted by a group of all-volunteer medical professionals who provide free joint replacement surgery all around the world. It was started in 1996 by prestigious orthopedic surgeon Dr. Lawrence D. Dorr, and over the years has grown into a movement that has helped more than 17,000 people in 25 countries. The organization started in the US, but has since expanded its premises into Canada, Ireland, Thailand, and even the United Kingdom. For this group, Karolina performed her rendition of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. Karolina is also a Teen Cancer America ambassador, and as such went to represent them with her performance at the Fairy World's annual music festival. Her family recorded a story-like video about the whole event that can be found on her YouTube channel. When one reflects upon the performing style of Lindsey Stirling, one of the greatest violinists alive in 2022, it becomes easy to see where Karolina draws her inspiration. Unlike most of her colleagues, Lindsey likes to take the violin straight into the action and make herself part of the story of every music video instead of simply playing on the side. She always puts on a show with a wide range of motions and complicated dance moves that generally shouldn't be possible while playing a violin. It's this very style that made her stand out from everyone else, and today it's her signature. She was apparently amazed to see Karolina following in her footsteps and decided to surprise her. Protsenko was interviewed in the Access Live TV show in 2019, and when she answered that Lindsey is her idol, the hosts happily presented her with a video message from the superstar herself. She said, "What's up, Karolina? Lindsey Stirling here, and I've seen your videos. Even before they told me about you, I've seen your stuff. You are so amazing. Karolina found it hard to contain her excitement, grinning uncontrollably at the footage. Lindsay continued saying, "You're killing it. Keep chasing your dreams. Keep working hard because, girl, you're gonna get to wherever you want to go. You're awesome." The child star rubbed her face in disbelief as the host revealed that there was another video message for her, this time from Howie Mandel, who told her to keep working hard and come back to America's Got Talent next year. It's a little known fact that Karolina auditioned there but didn't get the green light from enough judges. Howie thus assured her that violinists simply need to continue working hard because he has one in his family and knows it to be the case. He called rejection a suit of armor that Karolina can now use to her benefit and come back better and stronger. Protsenko responded that she would be returning to America's Got Talent later on, explaining how she feels empowered thanks to virtually unlimited support from her classmates and online audiences. According to the video posted by her father when she was 14 years of age, Karolina seems to have an unexplainable fear of ticks. Since they are in the arachnid family and technically not insects, it's safe to assume that she has arachnophobia, an irrational fear of spiders. She found a tick on the ear of Cashew, the family dog. Since ticks need to be removed carefully so as to avoid their teeth remaining stuck inside the flesh after the removal of the body, her father approached the issue with a creative solution. He used a plastic fork and hydrogen peroxide. After disinfecting the wound with topical solution, he put the tick through the fork and began spinning it in circles slowly, allowing for proper and safe extraction of the head with all of its teeth. The dog was fine, and everything went according to plan, but Karolina simply couldn't stop crying, calling the experience the worst day of my life. While Karolina primarily makes her livelihood through tips and ads on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, she also has 6 albums listed for sale on her website. While none of the songs featured in them were originally created by her, the renditions on offer across the CDs carry the customary musical brilliance that the child displays in the streets every weekend. Clearly, she's on the brink of an outstanding musical career. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.